In a world filled with noise, distractions, and the constant company of others, have you ever wondered about the power of solitude? In this story, on a secluded mountain peak, a curious traveler discovers the unexpected blessings of being alone. By the end of this story, you might just find that solitude isn't loneliness, it's a path to a richer, more fulfilling life. Now, on to our story. Once a man climbed to the top of a mountain. He was incredibly happy because it seemed like he was the only person to reach this lofty peak. Just then, his eyes caught sight of a solitary monk sitting alone and deep in meditation. The man was astonished to see the monk in such a remote and isolated place. Filled with surprise, he decided to approach the monk. Curious, he asked the monk, "What are you doing here in such a solitary place? Aren't you scared to be in such a lonely place all by yourself?" The monk opened his eyes, and with a serene smile he replied, "I am meditating here. I live alone on this mountain, and I am not afraid at all." The man was taken aback by the monk's response and asked in amazement, "But how do you manage to live alone on this mountain? Don't you feel loneliness?" The monk continued to smile and responded, "Solitude has long been associated with a negative perspective, and people often try to avoid it. However, the fact is that there are many advantages to being alone, which is why I prefer solitude." Intrigued, the man inquired further, "Sir, I live in a bustling city where life is always busy. I am constantly surrounded by colleagues, friends, and family members. Therefore, I am not used to being alone. Whenever I find myself alone, I start to feel bored and negative thoughts creep into my mind. Could you please tell me how I can also enjoy solitude, and what are the benefits of being alone?" The monk, sensing the man's eagerness to learn, nodded and said, "If you are genuinely interested in understanding the benefits of solitude, I am happy to share them with you." The monk began to explain the advantages of spending time alone. He started by saying, "The first benefit of being alone is that it can make you more efficient. People who spend most of their time alone tend to be more efficient in their work. This is because solitude sharpens their focus, allowing them to complete tasks with greater concentration and in less time." The man listened attentively as the monk continued, "When we are in the company of others, our energies tend to scatter. However, when we spend time alone, our energies accumulate, resulting in heightened concentration and focus. Consequently, individuals who embrace solitude often complete their work more efficiently." The monk went on to describe another advantage, saying, "The second benefit of being alone is that it sparks ideas and creativity. When you are alone, new ideas naturally flow into your mind. Some of the greatest thinkers, such as Einstein and Newton, made their remarkable discoveries because of the power of solitude." He elaborated further, "Solitude provides your brain with the opportunity to explore limitless imaginings. It allows your mind to wander freely, granting new dimensions to your thoughts and inspiring you to undertake novel endeavors. Therefore, if you aspire to achieve greatness in life, it is essential to spend time in solitude." The monk continued to share insights. "The third benefit of solitude is that it makes you a fast learner. People who live alone tend to learn more quickly than others. There are two reasons for this. First, their concentration levels are high. Second, they spend more time exploring and reading, enhancing their brain's capacity to absorb knowledge." He emphasized, "This is why students and individuals engaged in mentally demanding work should dedicate time to solitude daily." The monk's wisdom flowed as he detailed another advantage. "The fourth advantage of solitude is that those who spend time alone are often happier than others. Happiness originates from within, and those who cannot find happiness in solitude will struggle to find it in the company of others." He continued, "People who are accustomed to solitude learn to find happiness within themselves. They become self-sufficient and consider themselves their own best friends. When you befriend yourself, you can always find happiness within, eliminating the need to seek it externally. The monk then shared, "The fifth benefit is that individuals who spend time alone are exceptional listeners and earn respect in society. Extroverted individuals tend to be impatient, frequently interrupting others when they speak. They become talkative and often lose the respect of those around them." He added, "In contrast, those who embrace solitude cultivate patience. They listen attentively to others, allowing them to speak without interruption. They contemplate their words before speaking, leaving a positive impression on those they interact with. As a result, they earn respect and admiration in society." The monk delved into yet another advantage, stating, "The sixth benefit is that solitude improves relationships. Although it may seem contradictory, silence and solitude foster empathy and the ability to connect with others on a deeper level. Solitude enables you to appreciate the people in your life and identify issues within relationships, thereby improving them." He explained further, "Seventhly, solitude is beneficial for brain health. It brings calm and tranquility to the mind, leading to reduced cortisol production, the stress hormone. Instead, it promotes the release of dopamine and serotonin, the happiness hormones. This results in an overall sense of well-being." The monk then touched upon a spiritual aspect, saying, "The eighth benefit is that spending time alone enhances meditation and increases self-awareness. Meditation is essential for leading a relaxed and peaceful life in today's hectic world. It involves sitting alone for extended periods, demanding focus, patience, and discipline." He continued, "Individuals accustomed to solitude find it easier to practice meditation. When you sit in silence, you shed societal masks and rules, allowing you to connect with your true self. You can access profound self-knowledge and become comfortable with your authentic self, fostering self-awareness and mindfulness." The man absorbed the monk's teachings with gratitude and determination. He vowed to dedicate some time each day to solitude and experience these benefits for himself. As he bowed to the monk in reverence, he left with newfound wisdom, eager to embrace solitude and transform his life. The man realized that by following the monk's advice and spending time alone, he too could reap the benefits of solitude and embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. In a world that often buzzes with noise, and where we're constantly surrounded by others, the concept of solitude may seem distant or even unsettling. Yet the story of the solitary monk atop a remote mountain peak offers a profound revelation. Solitude is not synonymous with loneliness, but rather a gateway to a life that is richer, more fulfilling, and deeply transformative. In a society that sometimes casts solitude as an oddity to be avoided, and in which solitude is often overlooked, we neglect that it holds a treasure trove of benefits for those willing to embrace it. It's in the serene quietude of solitude that we find our inner sanctuary, where the mind can truly breathe and flourish. As we navigate a world brimming with distractions and ceaseless activity, let us heed the profound wisdom shared by the solitary monk. Let us embrace solitude not as an escape, but as a bridge to a life where efficiency, creativity, happiness, deep relationships, and self-fulfillment flourish. In solitude, we uncover the extraordinary within the ordinary, and in the quiet, we find our most powerful voice. In a world that often celebrates constant connection and external stimulation, solitude offers a counterbalance, a chance to recharge, reflect, and reconnect with what truly matters. It is a precious gift that, when embraced, can lead to a richer, more fulfilling life. So, dear friends, if you also heed the monk's guidance and incorporate moments of solitude into your daily routine, you can unlock the advantages he shared and bring positive change to your life.